All right, boys, are we ready? Yeah, well-dressed Wednesday today.
Yay!
Everybody's looking sharp this morning, looking sharp.
And I had my GOB today.
Yep, and Johnny tied his tie all by himself again, too. Don't let that book bag pull you over on the ground, bud.
It's actually lighter than it was a couple months ago.
Yeah, we cleaned it up over the break. Be right there. Thank you, Donnie. He makes my ride look good for me every day. At least all the days when it's not pouring down rain.
Right. It's easy to keep it clean when it just needs to be kind of dusted.
Thank you, Donnie.
Peekaboo!
Peekaboo! Well, we got out of the house making good time this morning. I think it was 6:35 a.m. Sun's not quite up yet and we're almost to Garner. Yep, we're making good time today. Since I talked about Marbles Kids Museum and Moore Square in yesterday's video, I thought today's picture would be a picture I took out of the Millennium Falcon window over at the Marbles Kids Museum one day when the kids were young and in there playing and it started to snow. Boy, was that exciting that day when all the kids in the museum got to see the first snowflakes of the winter. Maybe for some of them, the first snowflakes ever. But these two young men were walking across and I had my zoom lens, and I liked how giving it the black and white treatment made it look a little vintage, like it was from a time gone by and not so modern. All right, Johnny, well, good luck on the GOB, bud. I'll be proud of you no matter what, bud. So I missed my turn for the boys' school this morning. It was a combination of being in the middle lane and cars going too fast and too slow and no way to merge over. Couldn't speed up because of the guy in front of me. Couldn't get over. So I was trying to demonstrate to the boys' patience, you know. Miss the turn, go up to the next street. You know, in this case, there were lots of one-way streets, so you basically got to make a circle. But, you know, a couple extra minutes, you get back to where you're supposed to be. It's no big deal. We see people every morning coming up 401 towards Tryon Road, trying to get across 5 lanes of traffic and basically stopping in one of the middle lanes, slowing up, you know, down to 15 mile an hour or something, trying to get left, nearly causing an accident because people don't really understand why they're stopping. And yeah, I don't think that's a good thing to do. So I've been trying to teach the boys what I think are courteous and safe driving habits. You miss your turn, go up and turn around. Well, I've worked my way up to my chiropractor's office and am fixing to go in and get my weekly adjustment. Yeah, my lower back and hip have really been bothering me, so I hope I can get some relief today. That would be appreciated. Johnny's doing the geography bee at school this morning. It's kind of like a spelling bee, but it's geography questions instead. He let me know last night that I could come watch at about 8 p.m. And I was like, yeah, maybe if I'd had a little bit more notice. I feel a little guilty that I'm not there watching him this morning. But yeah, last minute notice. I hope he'll at least answer a couple questions right. That would be, make him, you know, feel good. That would be good. He did study the packet that they sent home some. Not as much as he could have. I mean, you never can study too much for that kind of stuff, but all it takes is one question that you didn't cover and you're out. So I think he gave it a good effort in studying. It'll be interesting to hear how that went for him today. Well, that's just great. Both the seat belts in the middle row are twisted again, and when I pull them all the way out to try to reset them, it doesn't do anything for me. I'll ask Donnie. So Dr. Barnes said that my hip really wasn't where it was supposed to be, and he put it back in place. And then he did a lot of massage with his tool to try to loosen up the muscles over there so they wouldn't tense up so bad and hurt. So I think immediately I've had some relief, and hopefully after a day or so it'll be calmed back down. You know, after he moves it around and stuff, of course that it's good and it's necessary and it's the right thing, but then you feel that manipulation a little bit. So, but yeah, fingers are crossed. He said to do more stretching, which I'm stretching all the time at Taekwondo, but I'll certainly try. I do not want it to get all tight and start hurting like it was again. Ruby decided to reboot herself. All right, well, I have to hit the brake probably. Yep. I could have waited another second or so, but nah. That's sweet. That's sweet. I've got my welcoming committee. Hi, guys. Aw, Slate's come to say hello and Gray, too. Hi, girls. Slate's about the same age as Midnight and Mittens. I think Slate's 1 week younger. Oh, big yawn. Here's Kitty. Oh, and Tux. Hi, honey. Were you sleeping? Well, it got so warm out here today, it's almost 70 degrees that Tux, for the first time in a while, got back up into his chair and enjoyed a little bit of sunshine because he didn't need the heating pad. That's a good boy, buddy. Good boy. So I'm on my way to pick up the boys. It's 1:40. I'm just a little later than I would like to be. But I'll get there in plenty of time, or within a few minutes of carpool starting to move, so no harm, no foul. But yeah, I guess I'm really deep in thought at the moment and maybe slightly stressed. Dawn and I spent the last 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours, talking about how we're going to handle our health care coverage for 2018. And look, I don't think there's any American citizen that's thrilled about their health care coverage and how they pay for it. So, you know, I'm not going to say too much because I know we're all in the same boat. But Don has to decide today if he wants to stick with what he's got and which option under what he's got he wants to choose. I have until December the 15th, and the short story is we were looking to see if we tried to merge things up, if that would save us any money, and maybe, but probably not. And then on top of that, one or the other of us would have to change doctors, and all the doctors. Somehow I got along one path and he got along another path, and they're mutually exclusive how they're covered. So yeah, we're thinking about that. We were engrossed in that. That stuff's not fun. I can think of lots of things we'd both rather be doing, but it's an important decision for next year because it's a lot of money no matter how you look at it. And you know, it's something you don't necessarily just want to let it default over. You should at least do due diligence to check out your options and see what best suits your needs, because they change from year to year. So yeah. So I was the first car at the red light coming out of Fuquay today, and I gotta tell you, I think my favorite thing about Ruby is the fact that I can just leave everybody else at the stoplight like they didn't even press their foot on the gas. I can't help it. I like it. Yeah. My second favorite thing though is the self-presenting doors. But my first favorite thing has to be the quick acceleration. Yeah, that puts me in a good mood when I get to do that. Yeah. Darn this sun every afternoon. And it's nothing with the X. It's just this time of year and the angle of the sun while you're driving west in the afternoon. It just is kind of rough. But anyway, the boys get in the car in the afternoon and I have to listen to the daily rundown about whatever was going on with their day. Will somebody else please come and stand in for me? Can I take the afternoon off? I need a break. My empathy level is not what it should be.
Mom,
really, it's
in all
not.
fairness, you do ask us for how our day was.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
I
do.
asked you, Johnny, but I don't
And
ask
not to
Joey.
ask
He just
Joey.
starts in. So we're super excited. We came down Main Street, Fuquay, past Fellowship Bible Church, and a bunch of Pokemon people were sitting on the bench out front. They were just getting ready to start a raid battle for Ho-Ho. So I circled, made sure they'd wait for us, parked. We hopped out. Bunch of people that we were running in raids in a month or two ago, they were there. We got to see some of our friends, and all three of us got Ho-Ho. Yes, baby, yes. You know, sometimes it's the sometimes it's the little things in life. Yep, sometimes the little things. So we're headed up to the park near us, to South Park, to try to catch the International Space Station. It's gonna fly overhead in about 5 minutes, and it's gonna be in view for 6 minutes this time. So it's not moving quite as fast. It's not also quite as dark, nor will it be as completely overhead as it was last time. I think it's a little lower in the sky tonight, but we're gonna all in the car, all in Ruby, and we're gonna go see if we can see it. So we had limited success in seeing the ISS tonight. We did see it, but we were slightly late to the show, and I guess Monday night's direct overhead was just a little more exciting, but the boys got to see it this time, so that was cool. We might try again tomorrow. It's also visible in Raleigh tomorrow.